Hi everyone, it's Fitz with the Walk and Talk. I'm not walking, I'm sitting here up here in the media prison, the cages, after the game. A very disappointing performance by Kansas State, and Jerome Tang just wrapped up his post-game radio show. He's very disappointed in how his team played, particularly in that second half after leading by 11 at halftime to come out and give up 44 points to the visitors. First home loss of the year. They wanted to protect their home floor. Coach Tang just apologized to the fans for not putting in the type of effort that you need to win in the Big 12 at home, and not putting in the type of effort that the fans put in, because it was another great crowd. Now, really, Kansas State is its own worst enemy right now. This team is turning the ball over way too much. Marquise Noel is having some issues right now with over-penetrating, getting himself into trouble, making bad decisions. I think he had 6 turnovers in this game. The team had 19. That's just way too many lost opportunities on the offensive end to be productive in the Big 12. You have to be better than that as you get through this conference. Kansas State's now lost 3 in a row in Big 12 play. They had the Florida win in the middle there, but and they've gone up against really good opponents. They got another one in TCU coming in midweek here. But this was certainly a game Kansas State could and should have won. Texas, though, just wanted it more in the second half, and credit to Texas. They really came out really focused in that second half and kind of put things together in the way that you have to if you want to win in the Big 12 on the road. They played with a lot of heart, a lot of enthusiasm, and really got on top of the Wildcats fairly early in the second half after trailing by double digits. So just a very all-around disappointing performance for Kansas State. Keontae Johnson picked up 2 quick fouls in a very unevenly officiated game. Sometimes ticky-tack, sometimes very physical. The calls never matched on either end of the floor. You know, they would almost go in rhythm of calling fouls on Texas and then K-State, and Texas and then K-State. It was a very strange game. I understand that one of the officials even kicked out a student from the front row of the student section. I don't know about that, but that's just kind of epitomizes how weirdly officiated the game was. And I don't think it was in favor of either team. I just think it was off kilter the entire contest, and nobody could get into a rhythm. Certainly K-State couldn't find a rhythm, not as much because of the officiating, but because they just turned the damn ball over all day long. It was just awful to watch, and that includes maybe taking some really bad shots down the stretch. They set up something for, it looked like Ish Massoud to take that final shot, and he left it way short. It was not a good shooting night for him. I think he was 1 of 9 from the field. So I guess if you're looking for a candidate they may not think will take the last shot, you found your guy. But Ish was not having his kind of night. And this entire K-State team just looked off. They don't look quite like themselves. And they continue to dribble themselves into bad situations. The penetration and dish worked so well earlier in the season. Teams have kind of sagged off a little bit now and started to figure that out, and Kansas State keeps going back to that, and they either find themselves dribbling too far into the defense and turning it over on a pass, or just getting trapped too deep into the defense, and it continues over and over and over. Back to the drawing board. Jerome Tang said they've got to figure out how to correct this and correct it quickly, because a 3-game slide in the conference could quickly turn into 4 with TCU coming in, and then a bunch of more road games as Kansas State misses an opportunity to tie with Texas atop the Big 12 standings. Now Texas sits all alone up there, a little gap up there as the Longhorns have really started playing good basketball. It's a good team. Coach Terry's doing a great job with them. They're really on point right now with what they're trying to execute. So Kansas State falls in this game 69-66. The Wildcats are now 18-5 and 6-4 in the conference. Texas is now 19-4 and 8-2 in the conference. On to the next one. Kansas State's got to be better. They've just got to be better.